Hey everybody, I'm Rob.
And I'm Ryan Ashley. And a lot of guys have been asking us for more jewelry tutorials for them. So today we're making a braided leather bracelet.
Sounds great. So a lot of guys have been asking us to come up with projects for things that are more appropriate for them to wear, but really anyone can wear this bracelet.
Yeah, definitely. Depending on the materials you use, the colors you choose, it's gonna be great for anyone. So let's talk about what we're gonna need.
Sounds great.
All right, so we have a bench block, we have 18 gauge silver tone wire, got 2 different shades of leather for a little contrast.
I like it.
Jewelry hammer, a flat nose plier, chain nose plier, and we have some flush cutters to cut the wire. We also have a little tape to hold the piece in place while we're making it. So, you ready to get started?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is grab some leather. I have 5 feet here.
Okay.
We got 2 strands, both cut to 2.5 feet. And we are going to put them together, and then you wanna fold them in half for me?
I can do that. You kind of did it already for me.
Teamwork.
Dream work.
Perfect, perfect. I'm gonna move this out of the way so that way we can go ahead and tape this down. Okay, why are we taping this down? Because if you don't tape this down, you either need something like a knotty do-it-all to hold it in place, maybe an aught light, use those extra arms to hold it in place, but you really need kind of 3 arms to do this if you don't have any tape. So we don't have 3 arms.
We do have tape.
We do have tape. Okay, so go ahead and, yeah.
Just kind of in the middle or on the edge?
Perfect. We're taping this down. And actually, I'm gonna add one more.
A little extra piece.
Just so it's a little reinforced.
We've got tape.
All right, so we've taped down our leather. Now we have to create this knot so that way we have a loop at the top.
To secure our fastener. Okay.
Exactly, yeah, and then we'll do the braid.
Sound great.
Good?
Yeah.
Cool. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pull out, I've got about 6 or 7 inches of the contrasting color leather here. And I am going to put one end going in the direction of the loop. And I just kind of hold it here. One thing I like to do is always keep hold of the work as I'm going, so that way this knot doesn't slip around.
Right.
So I'm holding it here, and then I am doing a loop, and then another loop loosely. But you see how I'm looping around this strand, and then one more. So I have 3 full loops.
Kind of in a row there.
Yeah, they're in a row. So I kept them in order too. As I made the next loop, I pushed it kind of toward that end. And then finally, I bring up this end. So now I have 3 loops wrapped around this leather, and I push it through.
I see.
Just like that. And then it looks pretty crazy, but watch what happens.
Look at that. It just kind of comes together.
And then we can slip it up, and voila.
Very nice.
Yeah, you wanna give it a go?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna remove it from the tape. Let's go ahead and take this tape off.
Thanks, tape.
So now that we're here, we are going to move it down just until you have a nice little loop. You might wanna kind of adjust these a little bit. We've got a cord stuck in the loop there. And then I'm gonna pull it really tight. You're probably stronger than me. You wanna pull on that?
Sure.
And if y'all have any craft glue too, you can put a little tiny dot in each side of the loop, and that'll kind of help keep it in place. But this is a really sturdy knot. Okay, so we just have to snip this excess. Little snip. You wanna take the other end?
Sure.
I want this to really be your creation.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Very nice.
There we have our knot. And now we are going to tape this back down to work on the braid. Grab my tape, have it right there. Now, it's actually a little bit easier with a knot. It kind of grips it.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Welcome back, tape. Thanks again.
There you go. So the first step for this 4-strand braid is to take a deep breath, because it's not hard. It seems like it would be hard, but it's not. It's the same motion over and over again. You have 4 strands. I'm taking the outermost strand, wrapping it over the middle 2, lied about the tape.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. And then taking this outer strand on your other side and pushing it over the one we just used.
I see that.
So we take the left-hand strand over the middle 2, and then the right-hand strand over that one. So we do that over and over again. And as you go, you'll want to kind of keep it tight. So again, left strand over the middle 2, right strand over that one.
Gotcha. So this isn't like our earlier knot where you could keep it loose until you tightened it at the end.
Nope.
This one you need to keep it pretty cinched
But
up.
great question. I'm actually going to move this tape up a little bit, or tape a little bit more down. Okay, you want to try this braid?
Looks pretty well secured.
Cool.
I think we could probably restart.
All right, there you go.
So I take my far left piece, bring
Yep.
it over the middle 2, and then the right one over it.
That's right. It's okay to go step by step, really.
Okay.
I mean, you can, as long as it's
We'll
staying
really walk
tight.
through it.
Yeah. So pull that over, kind of moving it toward the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then taking that one. See, I'm not even really holding them. I'm just kind of,
Because I don't have to fold from down here. I really just have to fold up here
exactly.
and the rest will follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So taking that left one again, kind of keeping it tight up top, and then moving that back over.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And you're keeping it tight the whole time by
Yeah,
holding it up high.
Exactly. So I'm gonna hold this here for a sec, but go ahead and grab that left one and go over the middle too.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cinch that down. Ooh, there we
Yeah,
go.
not too tight.
Cool.
Awesome. So now that we're here, what we're gonna do is fold this part over, and the same knot we did at the beginning,
I remember
we're
that.
gonna do right here to hold it in place, because this is what we're going for.
Gotcha. Let's knot it up.
You wanna measure it around your wrist and see?
That seems like a good idea.
Okay, let's try it. I think that's perfect.
I'd say so, yeah, because we'll
Yeah.
get a little extra length when we put the fastener on it,
Yep,
right?
that's right. So I'm actually gonna add a little bit of tape here so it makes your final knot easier to make.
I like the sound of that. That's
So you
good.
won't always have me to hold your projects. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So I have about 5 or 6 inches of this brown cord, and I'm just gonna kind of hold it here to help,
Sure.
but go for it.
All right, let's do it.
Nice. Nice. And now we want it kind of close to the end, so let's push it up a little bit.
I tried to not tighten it too much.
Now, if you push it too hard though, it might slip off and then we have to do it all over again.
It's like popping a champagne bottle.
That's right. Which I'm sure you'll want to do that when we're done.
Yeah.
Okay, now pull it tight.
Cinch. Cool.
Great.
That looks good to me.
Nice. Me too. Let's take off the tape.
Nice.
It's great. Let's snip that. And then, you want to grab that for me? And then we just cut this off. That's it. You want to?
Sure.
How long do you want your little tassel?
Not super long.
You want it pretty close? Yeah. I always leave a little bit just so it's not right up next to the knot.
How's that look?
Yeah. Maybe a little bit further down the, yeah there we go.
That was difficult. Oh.
There we go. Cool.
I'm just gonna actually kind of looking like a tassel.
I'm gonna clean these up just a little bit.
Please do.
Just a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Perfect.
Look at that. Look at the form.
Yeah.
The technique.
Yeah, and we want to go ahead and snip these too.
Okay.
There we go. Now it matches. We've got all that excess out of the way. Let's make your clasp.
I almost forgot about the clasp.
18 gauge wire. I'm actually gonna move this out of the way because we will be using the bench block. There we go. And if you look here, it's just the simplest thing you've ever seen. It's one little loop and then I bend it by hand with my chain nose plier.
I was wondering when those guys were gonna come in. Okay.
So I'm gonna show you and then I'm gonna let you do it. Sound good?
Sounds super good.
Cool. I'm not measuring, I'm just cutting some. Just yeah, 4-ish inches, just so you have enough, more than enough.
Doing it live.
Yeah. And then I take some round nose pliers. You can even use your chain nose pliers for this. It doesn't have to be a loop at the bottom. The whole thing could be angular if you wanted. I just do a little, actually, I'm gonna do it bigger. I want it to fit around that leather.
I was gonna say, you've got it towards the end of the pliers there.
Yeah.
Ambitious.
And then I just grab wherever I wanna be my corner and then I bend it over.
Gotcha.
And then really close to that one because I don't want it to
That's
be.
our hook.
Yeah. So maybe even a little closer. And then I bend it again, and then I snip it and I hammer it.
That looks pretty easy.
You wanna make one?
Sure.
So you've completely formed your clasp, and now we're gonna hammer it. So just take the flat side of this hammer and start giving it a little
That looks
whack.
flat to me. I'm gonna level this out a little bit for myself. Now I'm just gonna,
Ooh.
no, I'm kidding.
Move your fingers out of the way, kids.
Don't be doing that.
And it'll look a little funky. We just have to even it out now. Straighten it out, really.
Okay.
So I just, see how there's a little bit of a kind of dip there? So I'm gonna grip it right there and just push a little bit.
Gotcha.
Maybe push that in. So that's pretty straight now. Straighten that out. And you see how it's not really flush against the neck? I'm gonna just give that another little snip, just so it lays flat. And then kind of loop that in, just squeeze that. See that?
I see.
Yeah.
Well done.
Cool. So let's just attach it to the bracelet now. Wanna?
Yeah, let's do it.
Then we'll be done.
Let's knock this thing out.
Okay, so have you opened a loop before with chain nose pliers?
Yeah, you twist sideways?
Yeah, you wanna go ahead?
Sure.
Go ahead and open that up and we'll slip it over the...
Ooh, there we go.
This is a partner project. Yeah,
Cool.
perfect.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Did I speak too soon?
Yeah, maybe.
Here we go. Okay, great.
Very nice.
And now close it back up. And what we're not doing is pulling the loop open this way because it's almost impossible to get back into shape if you do it. That's why we kind of pivoted that way with the loop.
Gotcha.
And I want to put this on your wrist. Okay.
By all means.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very stylish.
That's a good fit too. I think we made it the
like
right
at a little,
length.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Well, now that we've finished the bracelet, let's go back through the tools really quickly so everybody knows what to use.
Good idea.
We have the jewelry hammer, the bench block and the pad. We have the round nose plier, chain nose plier, flush cutters, 2 colors of leather, 18 gauge silver tone wire, scissors, and we did have some tape as well.
Don't forget the tape.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, and if you want to make one of these for yourself, all the tools that we used are in the links down in the description.
So what's your bracelet gonna look like? What color leather are you planning on using? Be sure to tell us in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And once you've made a 4-strand leather bracelet, you can also say,
I made this.